Yesterday is dead. What I mean by this is that everything that we've done in the past, we can't change. You know, I heard this quote from this book that I'm reading. It basically said, yesterday is as dead as World War II. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't go back and change anything in the past. Whatever happened, happened. And all you can do is choose how you build off that, right? Choose what you do with the rest of your life. So, kind of to go further into this, it's like, you can only dream for your future, right? This is why we call people, who succeed, they were dreamers, right? Even though they didn't have the evidence, Think of like people like Mark Zuckerberg or like Bill Gates, someone like that, where it's, actually, I don't even know his past, but it's something where you started small and you just believed that you could do it, right? You were a dreamer. People thought that you were delusional, and these are like the stories of the heroes that we like, the underdogs that started with nothing and they achieved something great, something beyond what they ever thought that they could do. And this is the human experience. This is what it means to be human. None of those people looked on yesterday or their past and were like, that's going to determine what I do from now on or what I'm doing in the present. All of them, I guarantee you, only focus on the future and in the present. Mainly the present of what they could do and act in every situation. I'm sure they would take moments and look at themselves in the future, what they would be, and that's what I'm doing here with these videos, is literally telling you guys where I'm going to be in the future, in these next couple of years, with the success that I'm going to have. I just believe that I'm going to do it, that it's going to be had, That's why I try to record some of these videos at one take, right? It's like, whenever I record videos of me playing guitar, or these videos where I've done in the past, or clips, it's like, you always re-record it, you always redo it and all this stuff. And it's like, what's the point in that? Just do one take, and if you say something, stupid, or you don't do things how you want, you're gonna get better at it as you do it more. There's no reason to quit and start over and just keep pursuing that. You're gonna, in the beginning, quantity is better than quality at first. And I think there's still quality in these videos, the stuff that I'm providing. But right now, it's more of just getting my feet in the water and really starting this, kicking this off. Because I know it's going to look so different a year down the line, 2 years down the line. I have a plan to optimize myself for success. I know what I'm going to do in the future. I've written out like a 5-year plan of what I'm going to do, where I want to be. I know I'm going to grow this channel into something. I'm 1000% sure of it. There's no doubt within my mind, and there just can't be, or else there won't be this success, right? I have to just go forward and drive forward with all, want to succeed, and thinking positive thoughts and accepting the failures, for their place, but keeping them as just that, a teaching moment, and nothing more than that. Keeping it in yesterday that is dead with the past. Like, I want to eventually, I'm gonna turn this channel into something great. I want to keep giving advice, life advice, talk about philosophical ideas, and just explain my thoughts. I want to, at the end of the day, center this brand around me, Chase Garrison Kleinfelder, as my personality and who I am. Because I know if I do that, then, I can't ever fail, because it's based off me. And if I'm only going to succeed, then my brand's only going to succeed because it's based off me, not anyone else. Right? And, eventually I want to start like my own branding, whether it's like clothing or an app, or, or a website or a service or some sort of thing, like a physical thing, that I can implement into this. I'm definitely going to do that. But I sort of want to make this video to tell you, you can achieve anything you want to. Like, I can't tell it to you in any other way. And me doing these videos is a way of telling myself that too. Where it's like, I know I can do it. There's nothing stopping me except for putting in the work, and the results will show up. If I keep making these videos, if I keep, going to the gym, if I keep reading the Word of God, being in the Scriptures, if I keep doing these things, engaging myself with like thoughtful books, and really anything that is thoughtful and worthy of, worthy of my time and effort to put into that, as long as I keep filling myself up with that rather than just this slop that's everywhere, you know, then I know I'm going to reach my goal. If I just keep doing that day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, I will succeed. And I can guarantee you of that. So, as you can tell, I'm very, excited about this. And I really like making these videos now because I see it as an opportunity for me to almost like encourage myself with these videos, right? Because it's like, not only am I putting another video forward, in that space of getting to where I want to be and achieving this success on social media, but it's like, I can explain my thoughts and I can explain what I'm thinking. I don't really have many people I can tell it to right now, and that's fine, but I can, through these videos, and try to foster engagement at some point, and encourage others to do the same, because I know this is how I've been encouraged, is through social media and watching other people. But at the end of the day, that was only part of it. The rest, I had to do it. I had to put my foot forward and start the process of succeeding, So, again, that's my plea to you guys, my plea to myself, as I work through this, of this process of succeeding in everything that I do. It's like, I keep saying that word succeed, but that is the central point of what I'm talking about. You have to optimize everything for success. I'm going to college for industrial engineering, which is all about the process of optimization and the process of making things more efficient and more successful, right? And I didn't know that connected until somewhere in my mind, it's just like, this is what I need to do. It's like, I need to optimize. And that's such a buzzword in our time. And I sort of just say it and throw it out there because it is a buzzword. But truly, it's like, my goal in these videos is to optimize my thoughts for positive thinking and for success, and to share that with other people that they'll do the same thing. You know what I mean? You got to use the time that you have, that you're blessed with and that you're thankful for, to do these things. There's no idle time, right, to do anything. Idle time is the devil's playground, as they say. So it's like, I'm not, this time where I got a few job interviews that I'm going to be going through today and then a couple of days from now. And it's like, or I'm at home a lot. I'm not in any sports right now. I'm not hanging out with a bunch of people. I've, in a way, like, stopped hanging out with a lot of my friends from high school who weren't really friends, more just acquaintances. And even the ones who I do consider friends, they're very distracted right now. And it's not my job to force them to follow a path of success as I am. I hope that they'll join me along the way, but I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I kind of got a lot of thoughts going on right now, but if you kind of see what I'm talking about, as the point for this channel is the optimization for success. The channel itself is the optimization for success, right? It's not like, some other like niche videos I'm talking about. I'll talk about other things, but at the central point, my mission statement for this channel is to optimize for success and help other people do the same. And that's just my goal through all of it. And I don't have the evidence right now, but I just know it's going to happen, and then when I get these little wins and these little pieces of evidence through these videos, and it'll start stacking up, and then eventually I'll get there. And it's just, it's about enjoying the process and loving it, right? Like, the engineering that I'm going into, it's optimizing the process. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm even doing it before I'm in college. And I can't wait to see how that reflects, in the real world with the industry, and how, like, the processes there with my processes within my own mind, my own thoughts, and how I want to succeed. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. If you are going through a similar, planning your own life, or if you need that spark that this video maybe provides for you. I pray that it does. I hope that it does. But ultimately, you just got to dream. You got to be a dreamer. You got to be a delusional dreamer who puts in the effort day in and day out to get where you want to be. So again, let me know your thoughts, share your experiences and all that. And thank you for listening to me ramble.